Hey everybody, I am Blind Ryan, and my hair is everywhere. And this is day 4 of Disco Elysium, and that video is apparently very loud. So, so here we are, day 4, aka day 2. Because that makes sense. So, let's do it. And then I'll be on to WoW, because I bought into the WoW thing. Will I stick with it? I don't know. Alright. Hey, Jackal! Is this story crack? Yes, this is story crack. Oh, fuck. This game is awesome. I don't care what Rolo says. Nothing out there. We need to turn in our bag to Freet. Did you end up getting it on sale, or are you waiting for a bigger sale? I mean, it honestly wouldn't surprise me if you were. Damn these fucking lungs. Putting up all kinds of crap in my lungs. Yeah. Whoa. Ah, the gardeners are part of the union. Fuck. I think I remember you being skeptical. I'll buy it on the Christmas sale. Yeah, I was skeptical because I usually these games are so terribly written. But this is really well written.
Morning.
Where's your mug?
I put it out there.
Oh.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. He points to the mess hall. They look rowdy. We should talk to them. Are these the men Garte told me about yesterday? I completely forgot. He looks at his notes. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them, by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. Let's see. He crosses something out. One loose thread is less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it. What do you mean, rowdy? I mean ungovernable. Martinet isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union, those men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast. There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for said policing. I think it's them. Why do we need to talk to them? Everything points to the Dockworkers Union. The belt used for hanging on the circumstances of Martinet, my preliminary information, which may of course be all wrong, but we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy. There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in a report now. Let's roll. One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business. Good, a power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first. Yeah, streetwise. Zoom right past. Do it on your own terms. But aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder? They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me. This feels right. You belong here.
Can I help you?
Damn, I almost have enough.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby.
I think I'm going to readjust my schedule a bit.
Oh?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to frost cookies today.
Okay.
Well, if we're not taking them until next week, I don't really need them done soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up my mom's thing. So that hopefully I can get that done today. Because if I can get that done today, then I can ship that out.
What do you mean tagged, Jackal? It shows that it's tagged for me. Let's see here.
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, Mom.
Oh, okay. I guess I just had to retweak it or something. I'm using Chatty, so who knows.
It's fine. I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Lady is distressed. Something more upbeat might cheer her up. Howdy, Lena. What's kicking?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
Her faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort, but at the moment her mind is on more serious
The Union
matters.
office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. All to the phone booth down the coast, and Gary's phone is dead too.
Huh, that's weird, Jackal. Let's see. What's wrong with the phone
I'm
line?
a little vague about it.
Why would he be vague about phone problems? This is something you need to look into later. Ask Arte, maybe. Why did you need to use the
To
phone?
let the young woman who is house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to be back on Monday night, but they're still missing and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
A little missing persons puzzle may be just the thing to take your mind off of the hangover. It's day 2 of his hangover. He must have been really fucking drunk. Okay, I'll bite it. Your husband's been gone missing before.
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully. But you have more important things to worry about.
Let's see. What is this expedition your husband was on? Yay, we have rain. Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. What the hell? The best hangover cure is to carry on drinking. You, Mr. Jackal, would play this game very differently from how I would. Let's see, but they should return right now. They're going down to the coast on the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them? The waterlock, that was broken. Could this be it? Wait, who is this Gary person? The waterlock is on the other side of the coast is broken. They're probably just stuck over there. Oh my, what happened to the waterlock? Wouldn't you know? It's blocked by a big butter billboard. It fell right into the water. Oh, sweetie, if it weren't for you, I'd be looking forward to another sleepless night. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're welcome, ma'am. She turns back to you. I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband. This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with the extremely rare insect. Yeah, some left-field scientist research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation. And if you see him, let him know Lena's waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled in his work that he might not know the water lock's been repaired and it's cold out there. If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. If I get there. Okay, so your husband's some kind of scientist? Oh yeah, she says with a pinch of pride, a zoologist, a cryptozoologist to be more precise. What is cryptozoology? It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research of mythological beasts and urban legends. That's one opinion, yes, and people are entitled to their opinion. My apologies, ma'am, I did not mean to undermine your hobby. It's not a hobby, dear, it's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is a difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research. She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own. Tell me more about Morel. Looks, character, your relationship. Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin. What does your husband look like? Huh. His expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious like a small boy's, and his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle. You can't go around Ravishal feeling grown man's hands if you want to find her husband. You'll need more concrete information. It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world. Let's try again. Why don't you try describing him as you would one of your cryptids? Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame, and he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even. The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description. One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case. How long have you been married? We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow. How did the two of you meet? Via a dating agency, I'm ashamed to say. I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident, and he'd just divorced. We hit it off, and well, here we are. She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find more later. Okay, I have all the information I need. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband is looking for. Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating, but I shouldn't bore you with etymological minutiae. No, I want to hear about it. Well, she hesitates. It's a plasmid, technically, but... Oh, yeah, here comes the interesting. Where other plasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here in the Insulindian coast. She looks at you in the eyes and nods thoughtfully, hence its name, the Insulindian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers. I knew it, the lieutenant sighed. We're going to be chasing some made-up insects with cryptozoologists. It's not made up, officer, I can assure you. It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all. What makes you think it's around here? Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. Was it Kuno and his sister? They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect that looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping. So a newspaper clipping is all the evidence you have? Of course, most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their descriptions match the Insulindian phasmid perfectly. They didn't even know what they were looking at. So is it dangerous? She chuckles to herself. Not at all. Why would it hide itself so carefully? Does it have cool powers? Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. Her face lights up at the thought of it. It's how it stayed hidden all these years, centuries even. Okay, what's so special about this stick bug, then? Oh dear, I'm afraid I'm not explaining it very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure. Less worried about her husband. Has the green ape pen. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask. Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you tell me a couple of them? I'd be delighted, truth be told. I could really use the company, too. The lieutenant throws you one of his looks. One cryptid, not a couple. One. This work won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza. Okay, Kim, just one cryptid. Promise. Hey, Tyr! This is called Disco Elysium. Its writing is fucking phenomenal. And it's made by Estonians, which I thought was kind of interesting. You don't see many games come out of that part of the world. And apparently what happened is this is a campaign like they play D&D in, and they just turned it into a game. And they wanted to make an actual factual role-playing game that didn't have, that didn't always focus on combat. And so they made this. It's just a big reedy game. And by big, I mean it's over 40 hours long for one playthrough. And, oh god almighty, it's dense. It's not huge, because I mean, like, in terms of geography, but in terms of how dense it is, I mean, it's fucking packed. And I love it, and I can't stop playing it. Otherwise, I'd be playing WoW right now, actually. I was actually having an internal debate. Should I play this? Should I play WoW? I've got this started. I gotta finish it. This game has a girth. A big girth. This game is a Pringles can! That's a reference to literally nobody. Anybody who gets that reference is cool. One of my YouTubers that I follow made a video today, and I had one of his memes on my mind. One little cryptid problems. He nods and assumes awaiting posture. Whoa, tough choice there. Let's see. What's the biggest cryptid? That would be the giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes. What do you mean odd light? What do you mean old light? A mirage, or a psychogenius luminescence, or luminance. Okay, see you later, Jackal. She does not elaborate the nature of this luminance further. I keep thinking luminescence. Just how big it is it? Why do I keep fucking up words? Well, yeah, because they're Estonian, I've noticed, like, 2 whole spelling errors. But it was, like, misspelling no, and, now instead. They forgot the K. Little things like that. Oh, shit. Damn it! I hate when it feels like I have to sneeze and then I don't sneeze. Stupid nose. No one knows for sure. It's like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision. Is it dangerous? The towering luminosity of the Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana. Others, a fate unimaginable. Hooey, the lieutenant interjects. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage. That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law, the giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes. Great! This is great shit! You need more! Gravity anomaly, digging it. Digging in this here parascientific stuff right here. This has been educational, but we need to discuss something else. I promised Kim I wouldn't. Of course, dear. That's all I need. I was a good boy, Kim. Jamais vu. Jamais vu. The opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new, like some half-forgotten day in your childhood, only now. That's the feeling you've been having. For who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? That is the fundamental question. Joyce? Joyce. Right, the woman. -1 encyclopedia. Nothing is familiar. +1 XP for every orb clicked. All int learning caps increased by 1. Derm! White morning. Eee. No. That one's not good. We don't like that one. Alright, now we go and investigate. Later, bitches! Ugh. Fucking sinuses, man. But yeah, Tyr, this game, the murder hobo in me is screeching. Dude, you can be a hobo cop. That's one of the things you can learn. Or internalize, that's how they call it. We need to go here first. We gotta turn in our cams. Yay! $2.40. Let's see. What's that? You see packaged raincoats. We do not need a raincoat. Raffle, I love it. I'm the sadist who actually reads WoW Quest. So do I! It's not just you. And see, I want to start another playthrough. When I inevitably die because I'm not going to do reloads, I'm going to make the exact opposite of the character I've made. The big selling point to this, you probably have already noticed, is, you know how you have little angels and devils on your shoulder telling you what to do and what not to do? There's this. These are all your angels and devils. And when I restart, instead of doing high intellect and high psyche, I'm going to do high physique and high motorics. So he'll be a big, dumb monster. Just like he ought to be. Welcome to Ravishal. Now, let's see. Right. We gotta find Joyce. And also, this game is political, but there is no agenda. It basically shit talks all the politics. Because there's 4 different politics here. There's ultra liberal, which is basically hyper capitalism. There's communism. There's fascism. You know, racist bullshit, nationalism, and there's centrism. You know, moralism. And they basically poke fun at all 4 of them. And I am totally fine with a game that does that, because then it's not being all preachy and shit about it. It's poking fun, and I like things that poke fun. Christ, I grew up with George Carlin. Of course, I like things that poke fun. Let's go. Well, your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this sloop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
No need. Tell me something. I have a photo of the victim's tattoos. No. I've got more questions about reality. More lessons in basic reality. She's positively surprised. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Ooh. Conceptualization. J'en ai vu thought complete. What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air. What world is this? What world? The fading pearls of her eyes look to the sea. The only one, I suppose, the world of matter and its pale antipode. The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water. What do you see? Great bodies of water, forest-covered surfaces, clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough. There's a term of endearment they have coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included. What was it? Elysium. Elysium. That world, the world needs a term of endearment. It does. There are those who would call it hell. What is hell? A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mesk petrofascists. I don't feel like I've gotten the whole picture yet. Oh, you want a picture of the world? She raises her finger to her lips. There is no complete one yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit. How come? Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. Inside, sideways? What shape is the world, then? We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons to the lower ionosphere since the 30s. ORG is Occidental Ravishel. There's a steadily increasing trickle of images. Between the big three scientific contributors, they're piecing together a dark gray corona. A dark gray corona? Yes, she pauses. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are gray flares and prominences, even arcs above entire solas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like a fractured a long time ago. Oh my god, wait, what the hell are you telling me? You seem to be spooked. Please don't be. Her voice becomes homely, calm. She lets a moment pass. The pale? What do you mean, corona? They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we're still living on a planet. Or to speak more plainly, imagine vast swaths of land disrupted by nothingness. I'm sorry, dear. She looks around. It must sound quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced about what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the great questions of our time. Maybe when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive that may sound. A fractured corona doesn't sound like it's going to bring anyone together. You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below lower orbit. She looks up, it's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it. Well, if you say it's disco. See, everyone finds something worth holding on to in the world, however wasted its opportunities. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down to your sides. The lieutenant observes you both silently. He adjusts his glasses. You said pale. What is pale? The pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality. Yes, the lieutenant looks at his watch. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to. His voice is low but firm. All she can say is, "Of course, Lieutenant. Let's try something else." Okay, then. New task. Talk to Joyce without Kim. Was he just worried that you would find out something awful? But she wants to tell you. Let's see. 6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to the tequila sunset in Martinez?" "Yeah, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, finger on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil. He'll find it again. We always do." What am I? You are an officer of the RCM. The Ravishal Citizens Militia? Precisamundo. Good. And what's the RCM? Nothing more or less than the de facto law enforcement body of the post-revolutionary Ravishal, Detective. Yes, the lieutenant steps in to make a gesture encompassing you both. We are the Ravishal Citizens Militia. I have a feeling this game breaks the fourth wall a lot. Nope! It hasn't broken the fourth wall once. You said de facto. Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of the international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. What do you mean? The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the EWAA. 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire status to the benefit of the foreign capital. All 3 are good to know when we're out policing. Here you go. Here's one of those political choices I was telling you about. So I'm basically one of the good guys. There's nothing basic about your role, detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you. Why? The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for coalition government. Ravishall in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the International Zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens initiative. They will never forgive you. That's somewhat of an exaggeration, the lieutenant interjects. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Ravishallians get to keep the peace in Ravishall, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Please continue. Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Ravishall. Thank you, ma'am. And if the authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help. I have a photo of the victim's tattoo. It is taken with a Trigat not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There are no more markings on his hands or legs. Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly over the photo's surface. What do you think? Sorry, she breaks her concentration. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points, the stars. I can't, but that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, or anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent. Like blooms in a pattern? Close. Port cities. This is an Orange's map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the DeLorean century over 300 years ago. The sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels. What is the use of this map? The sailor's soul would use it to fly back home if they should die abroad. This is sort of contraption, to be reeled back in by the silver cord, they would call it. Where is he now? This one is going nowhere but the morgue. They've spoken to him. For now, the soul is fastened inside his corpse. She remains unfazed. That is precisely what the sailors feared when they drew these maps, a fear of drowning within one's own corpse. What travels did the dead man make? Quite a few. Redford, the Orange's capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder. She poses to it in the photo. He started out somewhere near here, I think. What next? Then he made his way to Prado Grande, through what I must believe to be Stadscanal. Stadscanal. An artifact channel from the Occident, from the Prado he sailed... Yeah. What is this? Ravishall. Those are the 2 constants. Redford on the shoulder and Ravishall on the heart. They started the tradition of the maps right after the discovery of the Insuland. At the dawn of the Intersolary Age. These fucking words! The old world passing by and the new world already here. You said you can't read it. I can't. The man was no sailor and there are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments but not their meaning. In Martinet looking into canal, he writes in one. Then the man put down his gun and rubs his temple with both hands. Outside there's a siren. Distant gunshots in the street of the Jamrock Quarter. This man is no brother of mine, but this is his service history. That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't need sailors the way we used to. This is what this custom would morph into the Occident. Mercenary tattoos. For all the boys looking for adventure, a blood spatter on the seas. Who could tell me more? His platoon members, the other contractors, though I do not suggest you go and show them that picture. This man was their friend and comrade. You're right. Probably not a good idea. I don't think deciphering that tattoo should come before public security. Thank you for the help. That's all for now. Alright, now what do we do? That's not the right thing. Talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim. Find Morel the cryptozoologist. Oh, the pissing competition, yeah.
Yes?
Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. What kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinet is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor, yours or mine, as if it were somehow, or as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality, so we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion. Ah, so this is a struggle over who runs Martinet? Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. It was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But, he leans in, I assure you, I'm not their finest or their toughest. With 102 cases solved, what I am is least interesting in a pissing competition. So he volunteered to represent the 57th tradition, but not, the 57th, but not out of competitiveness, on the contrary. I wonder what this says about me that I was sent by my station. He raises an eyebrow, thinking it best to let you make the next move. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? No. There will be a bloodletting of unimaginable proportions. Unimaginable! Oh no, it's very imaginable. We failed to place responsibility for the hanging. The harbor company sees the situation's out of control, so they bring in a private military, maybe a gunship. The Union responds in strength, automatic fire. Local law enforcement solving one little homicide decides nothing. Not solving it can have real and calculable effects. Things can always get worse. Matter of fact, augury, we should move. So you volunteered to spoil it? Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. What's so special about Martinet? Martinet? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. Ding, 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 ding. Yay, leveled up! He's actually glad it's addressed now. Why did the 41st send me? Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to slight Precinct 57. Wait, no, that can't be right. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late and argues with his necktie. You weren't sent here to win. Kim, what if my precinct sent me on this case because I'm a fuck-up, like as a joke? I've considered it. So it's true. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional, but I also think it's somewhat unlikely. Why's that? I checked the records. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinet, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station, and all this time we can't decide who gets Martinet. I think, yes, both stations would prefer a win. Ha! So you are their finest! I am the finest of nothing. Do you really see me as a safe bet? Safe? No, but you're old. You've made it this far. Something has brought you through. We've only just started working together, so I don't know what it is yet, but it's there. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke, and even if they did, they're in for a surprise. He's right, there are no straight theories, just paranoia. You've given us some thought, now let it go. Also, yeah, I gained a level! We need the most savoir-faire! Actually, we need more fucking... We need more endurance, so we don't die. And not dying is very important. Alright, what else we got? Can I hit the right fucking button for once? Sing karaoke! And now we go back home and pay for our room. Praise to the endurance demon. Well, as you can see, my hit points are over here. I need health and morale. I have to want to be a police officer, and I want to have to be a police officer. Or something like that.
Can I help you?
Let's see. Get a reality lowdown. Close the water lock on Wednesday. Explore the whirling secret passages. Track down your badge, your gun, smoke on the balcony. Put the clothes in the trash. Ask Kuno if he knows anything. Walk right on through, bitches! I love that I have no savoir-faire. It's just like me. He doesn't care. Kuno, I found your shack. You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in? I face shifted through the roofing material. Shit, get the fuck out of here. You can't do that. He can't do that. Kuno's trying to fuck at you again. Pigs can't displace, can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig, oh boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit in there, right? What's with the pig head? Oh, that, he picks up a bit of dirt from his fingernail. Kuno decapitates pigs, that's just Kuno demotate. Cool pig head, I liked it. I got one too. This one is shit. What? He looks confused. What is this shit? Fucking on yourself? This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there. Tuck your shirt. Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this? Well played. No one saw that coming. I found a plate covered in powder residue. Is that my coat up there? I'm pretty sure that's my coat. Is it? You can get pretty fucked. Kuno's surprised you still got your head after all that. After all what? Don't sweat it, drunk pig. He taps his nose twice in conspiracy. Kuno, keep your nasty secrets. Kuno's not snitching. He's saying you climbed up there. He probably saw you do it. That explains the calluses on your hands. You scaled the side of the building, entertaining the local kids. Yep, that conclusively explains how the coat got up there. Could I get into the harbor from the roof? Of course you fucking can. How do you think Kuno made all the ducky boys his gimps? Just gotta fly, pig. I tried that. It didn't go well. Kuno knows. Kuno and C saw you shit yourself. It's okay, pig. Not everyone can face the fear Kuno style. What's with the tube of magnesium? It's a vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything? He looks at you like you just pointed at the sun and asked what it was. It's magnesium, right? Yeah, it is the mag. It's fucking... You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day. Rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a barrel. Don't teach him, Kuno. He's gonna use it against you, Kuno. I know about magnesium. I rock it all the time. He looks at you, eyes bulging. You're not getting this, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything, like you stayed on planet with your choo-choo. Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die. I found a plate with powder residue. Know anything about it? That's where Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam. Kuno rides the fucking lightning in there, pig. Bet you'd like to ride the lightning, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eyes. Let's see. I'm gonna discuss the body with you. The fuck about it? Where's the rest of his armor? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. How come? Kuno's got one big thing wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant. A mutant. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man. He drills his temples with his fingers in some strange aggressive gesture. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. What do you mean you threw it away? Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. He performs a kickoff on the imaginary helmet. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea. Rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno. You threw it in the sea? Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno, he repeats. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You want to fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustachioed union fuck, the jolly troubadour shit at the gates. What do you mean troubadour? Yeah, cock and boots. You know, the jolly union cow fucker. Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. Yeah, she made him at the gate, the one with the boots and the jolly smile. You mean Manana? Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here and pretending like he likes cows, trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Curious, my liege, why did Kuno feed you this information then? And you're telling me this out of the kindness of your heart, Kuno? Yeah, Kuno's doing charity today. Kuno feels sorry for you two loser pigs. Kuno's doing a pity now. Still seems suspicious. He may have it in for that guy. He may be paranoid. There's also a possibility, sire. Kuno's a... Dude, Kuno and Kunesso, the girl in the back, are the only ones so far that have been censored. You are not allowed, apparently, to say or read the word faggot. But you can read and say the word fagari, which is the exact same thing. Kuno is Chad. Whenever they say faggot, you get a static, and then they star out all the words or all the letters except the F and the T, which I find fucking annoying because this is an adult game made for adults. Don't censor it. Let's see. There are contusions all over his body. Did you do that? Fuck you talking about? What is this contusion shit? He grabs his head like it's suddenly hurting. He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again. I hate words too. A contusion is a bruise. I'm talking about the marks or stones left in the corpse. Oh, did Kuno make you shit smelling harder? Obstruction of shit sniffing? He lets go of his head, suddenly feeling better. This is Kuno's kingdom. Kuno fucking rules here. Yeah, there it is. See? Get lost, faggot. Have more questions about the crime scene. The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there? Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. I need to know. It could be a lead in the investigation. Someone may have tampered with the murder scene. Listen, he stops you. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. He points to his feet. His pants. Rear size. Good shit. 500 real. Alright, entertain me. What's so good about these pants? Pig, these are fallen modulars, liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit, made in Morova by scientists, pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit. He unzips his jacket to give you a quick peek at the plastic wrap pants. They're graphite black and look brand new. These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness. They will also make you into an idiot. Wait, I asked you what happened to his clothes. You must have seen them lying around. Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around except for that faggot up there. Now, you want performance gear or not, Grandpa? The lieutenant remained silent, but his expression couldn't say "I told you so" any louder. No, Kuno, you don't know anything about the tampering. I'm investigating, and I already have pants. There was also this mug in the trash. The fuck, a mug in the trash. Is this about fucking clothes again? Yes, does this quaint, better not taken out of its historical context mug have to do anything? What the fuck? It's racist. It's not racist. It's weird. Better not taken out of its historical context mug. Yeah, Kuno sees where it's going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Because he's the clothes fucker. Can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno. That's what I'm saying, Kuno. Someone has tampered with the crime scene, cleaned up some of it up. Shit, that's tense, he thinks for a moment. Someone's got to go into the beatdown basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator? Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. If he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can tell the Kuno who it was. He's curious. He likes putting two and two together here. Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. She lets out a hiss, even meaner than before. Get away from my Kuno, faggot. Yeah, Kuno jumps back. Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with a popo. Get your shit done and get out of Kuno's face. That was a thing. What else we got? Government marked heavy fuel oil. Ask the harbor gates. Ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. Run the number on the victim's armor. Ask another about the tattoos. And get the body down. Maybe we can shoot it again. Nope. Damn. That's good. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes, hello? Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed that much. Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a
I
policeman.
know you are.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
Maybe your husband is missing? So where could he be? I don't know, at home now, out drinking with his friends, working? Where is this going, officer? So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is. Yes, but she looks around and takes a deep breath, a little annoyed. I don't really need to know where my husband is, not all the time. Wouldn't you like to? No, she looks you straight in the eye, her right foot is tapping nervously. I can totally help you find your missing husband. Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband. She has, though. The husband is totally lost. You should tell her it's so... Hush, baby! Are you fucking kidding me? It's okay. What? It's alright to not know where your husband is. Nothing shameful in that. Who said anything about shame? Stop talking down to me. My husband is not missing. But he is! You can feel it! Or maybe it's something else then. Maybe your cockatoo is missing. I don't know, dear. But I want to find out. Maybe your cockatoo is missing. I don't mean to disrespect you, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here. For what it's worth, I agree, but cockatoos can't be stopped when they get like this. It's better to indulge them at this point. Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing? I don't even have a cockatoo, and guess what? What? Even if I did, it wouldn't be missing. Alright, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure. Great. She turns her attention back to the bookstand. Just one more question. What did you mean by me being a cockatoo? Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore. Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain or your heraldic bird? Actually, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thanks for the tip. Maybe your children are missing. No, absolutely not. Okay, so where are they? Are you a policeman or a nanny? She's definitely disturbed by now. I police whatever I want. Where are they? They're not missing, sir. You know where they are? They're at the home, smoking. Give them the ladder of vices a chance. What if something horrible has happened? What if they're dead? That's the bad vibe you got before. I'm not going to destroy this woman. Just making sure. Watch her browse books. No, maybe they are smoking. Der Tomat smoking cigarettes. What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down at Jamrock. There's nothing to worry about. They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need protecting them from everything now. I'm afraid the danger is now greater than ever. Tell me, how old are they? My youngest is just shy of 16. Jenny's turning 18 next month. We shouldn't even be talking about them. And can you describe to me their appearance? Any features of the stand out? Something to make identifying a little easier. Why do you need to know that? Haven't I repeatedly told you they're not missing? They're in Jamrock and safe and well at some stupid party. It's just for the investigation. I'm trying to be professional. There's no investigation here, I can tell you that. Okay, it must be us then. What are you doing here? Why are you pursuing this? Is it a hunch? I'm just a dick. I got sucked into his inland empire, which is basically his imagination. I'm easily amused. Hey, Annette.
I'm sorry, sir. I can't talk right now. I'm very busy with my homework. I have so much homework now.
You just can't win. Out of the rain and into the gutter. What are you doing now? Math. She looks into her notebook with trepidation. It's really difficult. Like, really? You say you needed to get rich. Better than standing outside in the cold, I guess. Suddenly she smiles and perks up, remembering something. Oh, I found something while you were away. What is it? I thought this would fit you. She gives you a hat, almost exactly like the one Dick Mullen wears in the covers, like a thanks for helping me out. Not me, the city, I mean, like a detective does. Jesus, Raptor Christ. Wait, where did you get it? Just what Dick Mullen would ask, she lowers her voice. I got it from behind the curtains. I'm not really supposed to go there. It's a fedora? Maybe it's the hat Dick Mullen wears all the time. She grins with joy. You look way more serious with that. Suddenly she's back at the infernal scribblings under her nose. Right, I have to get back to my homework now before Mom notices. Man, this is hard. See you around, Annette. Yay, I got a hat! A bitchin' hat! Damn. That's way better than my hobo hat. Damn! I'm dapper as fuck! With my dapper as fuck hat.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Looking for a book about cockatoos. A book about cockatoos, there should be one right upstairs next to the shelf of biographies. Why the hell did I do that? Farewell for now, book peddler. Sulfur-encrusted cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out. From A to Zreek, a guide to the well-behaved cockatoo. Flip through the pages. Turns out there are so many different cockatoo species, and they all have behavioral problems. What about this guide to cockatoos? I'm not going to steal. I will sell. I will sell things. I'm going to be a good cop. An honest cop. You know who would like that hat? Chad Kuno. Oh, dude, if you get the wrong thing, they call rape on you. My second character, the first one died of a heart attack in the first scene of the game. My second character got called rape on him, and he tried to punch him, and he missed and fell over and died of a heart attack. Because I only gave him one physique. And I didn't put any points into endurance. And that was a mistake on my part. Wait, am I going the wrong way? I'm going the wrong goddamn way. Where is the... A cop on the edge. Yeah, when you wake up, you don't know who you are.
Vigilance, officer! What can this old carabinier do for you?
Oh, I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's the little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Oh, hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Can I have a bite? Nothing personal, it's just a principle, the only one you have. Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when. Eons ago, probably when you were still a child. Please, man, can I have just a bite? Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need the sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. He's squirming, avoiding your gaze. In your age, you need to pay attention to those things. Please, friend, let's just share it. Fuck off! It's mine! He jerks away, immediately startled by his own reaction. Sorry, officer, I didn't... sorry, officer, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not going to share it. When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides, but try to get a bite of his dear sandwich, and he gets claws. You're a special kind of vermin, Gaston. Convince Gaston to relinquish his sandwich. Aww. A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political. I'm already tripping knee-deep in politics, baby. You really do. Now unleash the fury. These options seem awfully fascist or communist. What if I don't want to say them? Say one of the fascist or communist things or fuck off. Whoa, easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage in cop mode and bail out on if you like. Back to police mode. I have some questions, Gaston. Fuck your couch, give me that sandwich! What do you know about the dead man? Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week, but that's all I know, really. Really? You know absolutely nothing? No, officers, I'm sorry, and I really would like to assist. You both are good guys, I can see that. Then help them, you wimp. You rub plenty of shoulders with the gauche caviar in the Union. Someone must know something. I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that. Well, Adi doesn't seem to be lying, but there's something off here. It sounds a bit like you're holding back. I'm not, he assures you. I'm not even any... Of course he's holding back, the carbineer crosses his arms. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly. Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, Renee? His eyes are furious. I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Everard. Ooh. How do you know Everard? Everyone in Martinet knows the Clare brothers, he says solemnly. I taught those boys human studies and histories in the gymnasium. What do you know about history? The carpenter snaps at Gaston. You never witnessed history, only heard about it years later when it's already moved on. You don't know history. The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea. Then he stands, proud, rigid and alone, like a cracking marble statue. He's trying not to get caught in the crossfire. Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes, the animosity is ancient. Are you a Union member? Oh, his cheeks turn red again. In many ways, yes, an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties, help with little things. Everett, Edgar, and the other Deborah Does all know me. In many ways? Oh, yes, so you're not an actual member. Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card, but ever accuse me on the payroll just for the little things. I know, right? That's what I'm saying about that sandwich. So that's what it was before. Him hiding something. He tries to make it look like he's a big deal in the Union, and now the illusion is disintegrating before yours and Renee's eyes. He doesn't know anything, because no one tells him anything. He's an outsider. Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a weather vane. Turns to when the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, he continues, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence, never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already. What are the little things you do for Everett? Writing work. Occasionally he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say. What kind of things do you write for him? Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspaper about Martinet and how things are and how they could be. Everett and I have these long talks where he tells you his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself. Let's see. No, thank you for being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time. That was fun! Union dick suck. Ah, here we go. Aww.
Top of the morning, dear. How may I be of service?
Nope. Early bird gets the worm, huh?
Perhaps. I just like being awake for the transition between night and morning, bearing witness to the first hints of light on the horizon.
Is Roy high? If yes, then what is he on? Nope, still no clue. You obviously haven't been doing enough drugs lately. Do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by the officials of the citizen militia? Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple of days back. This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you met before. Oh, God. Wait, I sold you my gun? You, with Kim here, too, that just sounded really, really bad. You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you. I feel like there's something you're not telling me. You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was I like? You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life, and well, that you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and you need the money. When I said I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it, then I agreed to take it. Wait, how much did I sell the gun for? 15 real. The lieutenant looks at you, Roy, and back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. This has got to be the most... Wow. There's pity in there, too, in case you didn't notice. I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further. No apologies necessary, officer. Was the buyer a policeman, too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just as happy to get rid of it. And her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. I'm sorry I sold my gun! Yeah, it's not good. I do hope we managed to clean up this mess somehow while keeping our focus on the murder investigation. Your mess. He means your mess. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You just hope your luck upon her somehow. At least I know how I lost my sidearm. My missing gun again. Might be able to arrange our investigation. Think you might be able to help me get a corpse out of a tree? I don't have a truck with a mounted platform. Ask around the harbor. There might be some workers. How do I sell? I want to sell things. Is there no way to sell things?
Top of the morning to you.
Oh, here we go.
Service.
I'd like to sell my clothes. Especially that tie. Your mother's a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of this projector. I'll check my pockets. There we go. Now I can afford that book. Let's zoom. I love how completely fucking random this game is. Oh yeah, we got a radio in that number too. That sounds like a thing we should do. Alright, run a number. Okay. Call back tomorrow. I still have no idea what's going on, and I don't mind. Dude, I'm in no better position than you are, and I've played this game from the beginning. I totally recommend you get it, Tier. Try getting it from G2A if you're short on cash, but I'd buy it from Steam, personally. But I can't really talk because I was given a free key. One of the other disabled people I know happens to know the developers, or at least knows of them enough to get free keys. And I happen to get one. There, book. Book. A cockatoo is apparent as a parrot with an erectile crest found on the Samoan Islands in southern False a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture, however they often exhibit various behavioral issues. Oh, what more? The book talks about the delicate natures of twos, as well as introducing some of the more popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral, the major majestic, and the most common bang-bang cockatoo is colorfully illustrated. Alright. Well, originally I was going to do 2 hours on it and call it done, but it gets in your head! Like, I could not stop thinking about it. Like, what the fuck is going on? Can I do better? Where the... What? That. That feeling. What problems do they have? Where to even begin? They're known for their needy natures, requiring attention for at least 2 full hours a day. They love to talk and have been described as lovable clowns who just don't know how to wrap up. I can handle that. It would be nice to have someone to talk to when I'm feeling lonely. Pet owners also report moodiness, loudness, and hostility as recurring offenses. If left unsatisfied, cockatoos may scream non-stop, pluck their feathers, or become aggressive. Right? That's bad. Anything else? It is not recommended to get a cockatoo if you're not able to cook them food every day and give them the full care that they need. These birds will never understand that you have a life of your own. There has to be something great about cockatoos, too. You're right, cockatoos are magnificent creatures. They love to perform, cuddle, and show off, and will even scream for fun, often as loud as up to 135 decibels. Not great for the neighbors. Performing? Yes, birdie! Talk about the funeral ones. A yellow-tailed black cockatoo, its specific name is that. It relates to dark and somber plumage. It looks as if it's dressed for a funeral. There's something indisputably ominous about it. Cool! That fucking Inland Empire, I swear to God. Read about the Major Majestic cockatoo, perhaps the most impressive of them. The endangered Major Majestic is often described as the most flamboyant bird in the jungle. Its pink-colored wings and flowing crest embellishing its proud and bumptious nature. In the words of the poet-explorer St. James Fournier, few birds more enliven the monotonous hues of the verdant forest than this big, bold, and beautiful species. Read about the most common. Despite its banging name, the bang-bang cockatoo is actually the shyest of the species. Common in almost all Ceylonese forests, as well as zoos and homes around the world, its plumage is mainly gray and white. The name bang-bang is thought to be of onomatopoeic origins. Honestly, this bird does sound a bit like me. Yes, but all those cockatoo species are so different. Which one are you? The gray and common bang-bang, that's me. Only the funeral cockatoo in its darkness can truly grasp the depth of my doom-laden soul. Find your heraldic bird. The ominous bird belongs on your heraldry. Will it let me... Oh, I can't read it. Damn, I wanted to read my book. You edgy bastard. He woke up talking of the apocalypse. So he's learning to be a cop of the apocalypse. And volumetric shit compression is exactly what you think it is. He's getting his shit together. How could you not want to be a cop of the apocalypse? I ask you. I mean, I guess you could be hobo cop if you're boring and beige. You were right. I'm a cockatoo. Excuse me? I went and read up on them, just like you said, and even decided on what kind of cockatoo I am. Want to know? I don't know. The most talkative one? No, I'm the funeral cockatoo. The what now? The funeral cockatoo. It's the most depressing one. The woman looks baffled by your personal revelation. You truly are one strange cop, aren't you? I love this game so much. You can be a superstar cop, you can be a sorry cop, which he is a sorry cop. He says sorry all the time. You could be a hobo cop, you can be an apocalypse. How would you like your coffee? Black like my soul.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
We already read this shit. Leave that woman alone, damn it!
You're back. Good.
No. Oh, Lord. Right? No, damn it! I want to talk to this dumb motherfucker.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh look, it's the cop who turned me into a bad person.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Yours? Man, oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. I haven't seen anything like that funny in a while. Is it yours? God damn, thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. He doesn't live in Martinet. What do we want? Stuff! When do we want it? Yeah!
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you!
I think you might be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Don't think so. Suddenly this feels like a really, really bad idea. Of course, let's forget about it. Let's... Okay, the lieutenant turns it into... I think we should maybe even get going now.
Yes. Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Kuno told me you were supposed to know about the armor. The little boy I did good on his promise. His promise? To get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words, not mine. What happened? I was asked to look into the armor situation, official union probe, you know, track it down, so you took it, did you? At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike, buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy, he says he'll give me his prison bitch. He said he'll make me his prison bitch, he's got eyes everywhere, the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. And so Kuno used us to what? Scare you? It's a minor nuisance. It's all good. The probe into the armor. What did you learn? I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor. What else? Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. What sort of technical stuff? I did some research into this Armadura. Let's say I have friends in the library. He explains with a wry smile. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off. How does it come off? In parts, 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. That's where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia. Hold on. 4 pieces. What about the leggings? Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did. I'm going to find one. One isn't an I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of them. All the pieces. All of it? There are junior officers out there eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing. But okay, let's find all of it. A Mesquite's epic, then, all across Martinez. He glanced south. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you. Thank you for cooperation, sir. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him for calling me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way. He is sincerely grateful to not be tracking down pieces of armor right now. Nah, it's a Union strike. I mean, it's way more than that, but mostly it's a Union strike. And then there's this fucker. This absolute knob.
Last we saw, your race was being superseded by the Semini.
It was your people who put the dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Semini Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum. The walls will be lined with bottles of Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will starve the odes to homosexuality called art, and your micros valens colors.
Know anything about this mug? You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white? Don't be vulgar. White or not has little to do with this. This race enigma runs much deeper than that. There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden. Well, you still serve them. How does that factor into your life? Mr. Clare is a man of vision, and he means he has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic. Individualism is my jam. Jam, individualism. You have gotten those ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have picked them up from rock and roll songs. I got it from disco, actually. Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine. It is a shame upon my race, but what is done is done. I'm not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race. Alright, I'll ask, who are the Seminoles? The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulan Archipelago. We descended from the Areopagites of ancient Parakinesi and Erythra 4,000 years ago, millennia before you. We are the future. That is all you need to know. So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Ravachol. I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulanbur are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminoles women walk into the gray mass on Ile de Phantom, waiting on immaculate conception from the Pale. So you did not come from the islands? No, I have not heard about. I have heard about it on the radio. He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women. So you're not really Seminoles, you're just from Ravachol. I'm from Quran, and no, it is not just in Ravachol. The city is central to the Seminoles strategy, spreading through its trade networks. Our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with, and never getting that dead body down from the tree. Kim, what did you think about that? I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist would be the really good one. That will be our lucky racist. He will grant us 3 wishes! Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, he leans in to expect. A protruding occiput on an indented zygomatic bone. The lieutenant does not flinch. You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind. Wow! This guy respects Kim. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Racists are generally not very good examples of their race. He gestures towards the lorryman down by the street. I am not like them. I am a cranometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features that should dispel any doubt. Your silence betrays your inferiority. You do not have a reply. You should enter a deep race slumber. Perhaps in 4,000 years there is need for a servile homunculus. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. He looks towards the coast defiantly. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading. You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself. There's more to it. What have you got against them? Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a narcotics peddler. It's shameful. Who do you mean? Find out for yourself, endomorphic blob. Interesting. Shit.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.
Cool! So cool. Where's it coming from? From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Actually, the more I hear about superstar and law enforcement, the more I hear superstar and law official in a sentence, they sound weird together. What are you, deaf? They're perfect, like rockstar politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you worked so hard to establish. You got the wrong impression. I'm no superstar, I'm trash. Yeah, cool trash superstar. Big dick cop down in his luck. Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Lights, camera... No, fuck you. Finish thought. I do not want to be a superstar cop. That's a bit much. I'm already a sorry cop and an apocalypse cop. We do not need more. Limits must be maintained simply because... Oh, I mean, I'm running out of things. I love that even Kim is getting in on the silliness. No. I'll do that next time. Next time he'll be a superstar cop.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Talk to Manana about the armor. So... Nothing. The tip really paid off. Thanks, Kuno. Oh, what? Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch, bitch. The oldest trick in the book. Are you snitching, Kuno? This is some ancient bullshit, people. He arrested the surrounding windows. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here. You found a real nice button to push. Turn the tables on him. You're a little closer now to understanding this kid. Nothing... Beverly Hills style cop. Oh shit, it's the Kuno! Here's Kunesso.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck, are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me!
Murder was the case they gave me.
Well, that didn't work. Really, there's nothing else here? Shit. Going up. Damn, I don't actually know what to do. I'm kind of stuck. This is a real jam. Alright, I gotta talk to the union people at the fucking thing. Duh. I mean, shit, we've gone everywhere else. There's nothing else we can do. You could cause anarchy for the apocalypse! I'm genuinely curious what buffs I get for that.
Let me handle this. Detective skin color. I'm so black, as you can see. Do you have any more keen-eyed observations?
You're lied to me. You're not a gardener.
That's right. I'm not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union. So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy. You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong-arming, nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
What if I want to talk to you? What you want is no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. And Martinet, you are now on. I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it. What are you going to do to me? What are we going to do to you? You were specifically asked not to say it, and you said it anyway, you junior delinquent, but you still did. The union isn't going to do anything to you. It's not a crime syndicate, it's a labor organization. Goddamn right it is. If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people, but we digress. Why are you so aggressive? Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers. Ha! So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers. Listen, you You moral lantern lackeys, you're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Ravachol. 20 fat men in Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards. Fuck yeah. So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commander. The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. No one is emotional here. Do your job, ask your questions, and leave.
This is where you say your bit.
Detective?
Oh, this is about him? A real looker, that one.
You're sure taking your time. Waiting for him to get all right and pretty for you, huh?
Oh, he's a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
These guys are so macho they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was then. I got a message. Oh, I probably should be reading this shit. God damn it. Anyway, container belt like we use in the harbor? Yes, why? Because we took it from the harbor where we work, then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this. He looked you dead in the eye together, all of us, until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck. Aha, so you just confessed to the murder? Goddamn right, No, the woman interjects. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time. What the fuck? You murdered him just like that. No remorse? How many people have you sent to the Che? Ever felt remorse for them? Or sent them to Reunion to rot for 20 years for life? He says as if it were worse than dying. Honestly, I drink so much I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. Doesn't remember them, he just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus? Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head, that's for sure. Who called the shots? Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys. A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest all of them? I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. That's for the courts in Le Jardin to decide, not for the officer making the arrest, which we know you won't be. What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report. No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night. When did this hanging incident occur? You don't have to keep answering his questions. I know, Lizzie, relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed a good way to end the week. How long have you known the victim? Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole. Yeah, what do you think we are? Quiet! He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy? By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier, the representative for Wild Pines, the same company you're striking against? No. I mean the Pines cow, the stupid-ass cow they sent to fuck us over. But you know what? This is where he tries to sow discord between you two because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town. Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough. That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last question. Yup. Why did you kill him? Why? Because he was a worthless mercenary scum and he stepped out of line in my town. So he was a mercenary, that's it, and he stepped out of line. What kind of mercenary? The kind that shows up when you start a strike, the experienced kind, too. Had Elysium and Seminine written all over him. Ex-Orangey Special Forces. A live grenade, the man spreads his arm right here in our bar. This one has a special gripe with him coming here. I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They are on merc shit like that. End of story. Every strike from here to Samara. Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces? Because one night he walked straight up to the mic and said, I'm Orangey's goddamn Special Forces and I'm gonna fuck you all. Really? Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Orangey's paratrooper song and said he's gonna fuck everyone. We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal. Sire, the tale is true. That's a serious violation of the karaoke code. Okay, besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do? Wrong. He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill one as a warning. From rape to harassment to threats of violence, why the strange de-escalation? He regrets mentioning it. Hope she didn't notice. To kill us all if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here. Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming every night, drinking, grabbing girls, grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke right there on the stage. He grabbed someone? Yeah, the girl's on the mic, a beautiful girl. Young gets into the second verse of Lover's Lake. The fucker grabs her leg, starts screaming, show me your cunt. Why don't you show me your cunt? Then he gets knocked in the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down. Was this the same girl who was raped? Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. He got the girl out before anything else could happen. Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening? There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it. Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation. No. There's a moment of silence. You're not getting a name. That's a Martinet matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns. Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in. I'm going to ask one last time, who did that man rape? Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough. Fuck off, cop. He does take the advice. She's gone through enough without you harassing her, too. She doesn't need more embarrassment. What are you talking about, embarrassment? If someone's been sexually assaulted, we need to. What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. You hear the aluminum crack in his palm as he squeezes the beer can. I've had enough of explaining myself to you. Fucks, he's dead. It's done. The woman turns to you calmly. As you can see, these men only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil. What follows is a slow head shake. It's true, she was the only thing holding him back. How did you kill him? We hanged him up by his neck until he got real stiff. Wasn't that obvious? Didn't they teach you anything of that cop school, idiot? You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service. This is where an autopsy would have come in handy. You would have to work with what you know. We need more. Did you muffle him? We didn't hear any reports of screams. Titus, you don't have to clarify anything. We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to a tree, put a noose around his neck, and hung him until he was dead and steady. Then we left him for seagulls and maggots, and you fucks. Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up. Wasn't he a trained killer from Orangey's Special Forces? If yes, then how did you manage to overpower him? With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're lucky, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here. No, he hasn't. Not yet. Where did this overpowering happen? Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here. Titus lets the others clear out the details so he doesn't gonna get his hands muddy with explaining too much. Yay! Titus is as solid as a rock, and so are a few others, but first tell me who's solid. Alan, who looks like he might be Titus's right-hand man, the least antsy of the bunch, definitely not the first time being questioned by the police. This little rat-faced fellow is solid too, always fidgety, but no change there. Him neither, mostly keeps to his tomato juice or whatever he's got there. Who's cracking under the pressure? That one. He's sweating profusely and has difficulty breathing. We've smartly kept him out of the conversation thus far. Definitely the weakest link in the chain. A single sentence would wear him out. You can't take the length of the questioning. Keep it going long enough and he'll crack. Hey you having trouble breathing over there? No! Of course he's having trouble breathing. Just look at how fucking fat he is. And fuck off, Shanky. Angus is a powerful guy, all muscle. Keep your eye on the powerful guy. Sooner or later he's gonna break like a twig. Something you're not telling me. And fuck you too, Copper, picking on Angus like that. We're done with this schoolyard shit, and just so you know, he doesn't have trouble breathing. His all-muscle comment wasn't sarcastic. He's generally trying to look out for Angus. This one's a stone one. What if I just arrest you? Yeah, lawman, why don't you? It's almost his anthropological sight watching him try to assert dominance over you. Not in the arresting mood. By your side, keeps his hand away from the holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer. Easy, walk back from the provocation. They're armed and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you. Leave Martin and go back to your station. I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus. I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this. Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is going to hear from us real law officials. You're lucky you don't get a beating. Rent-a-cop, so that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals. Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now. Scan the room, yeah. Yeah, Dennis, calm down. The blonde man in his 30s agrees. No one's fucking you stupid fuck. Let Dennis enjoy his fucking man. We don't mind. You notice the tattoos. The guy must be either Mesk or Ceramirizian. This one knows how to keep things going. He's a hothead, but not one to be taken lightly. The last one is a bit of a black sheep. Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis. Easy, fellas, we got company. Let's see what the cop wants. Too late, you already got a pretty good picture of these guys. You can use this. What can I use it for? You could take another look at the tracks in the yard, see if they fit with the characters here. It could be incriminating. You're going to take off now. Whew. Cop of the apocalypse. Ooh. It's not fire, it's not ash. There will most certainly be a row of corpses leading up to the event, but it won't be war or pestilence that causes it. Oh no, the event will belong to a genre of cataclysm no man has dared suspect it would ever come to pass. You can only sense the shape of it, like a cavity, a pit opening in your stomach. A throat into which the world will vanish. The streets, the grass, the stars, all will be rolled back. By whom, by what, by how? You don't know. All you know is you're not joking around. My fucking throat hurts. Wow, still not doing it? You're bad at this. This seems really important. Tracks on the scene and I can't read them all, Lieutenant. Well, we know what to do here. Ding! Oh, come on! That is bullshit. Oh, fuck.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
By friends, you mean the squad mates from Cornell? Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma. They're snickering in the room. Yes, they're forming some kind of tribunal, and they're coming for you. This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people start doing it too. Let them come. Hardy boys are right fucking here. You heard the man right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us, and Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah, well, murder machine. He punches the blondie on the shoulder.
Ooh.
What?
Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Till you after 2 minutes.
Ah.
I also need my other set of needles. Because I can't seem to find them out there. I'm betting I left them in here. And look what I found. I didn't look underneath.
See what, that they don't? Yeah, like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit yet, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing and it didn't make him immortal. Just said they've gone rogue, nobody's controlling them. Big fucking surprise, they hire Psycho Skarmour to the thief and let him loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen? Okay, what do you mean, okay? I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe you the fuck out, Titus. No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy. He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that, or on what might be the eve of battle. All he means is the situation is serious. No wonder you cops got shot to shit every day. You can't go to war with an attitude like that. Finally! You look around the room full of sweaty men, swearing, drinking, spitting out tobacco. Does this look familiar? Where have I seen this before? You believe the place was called Precinct 41. It was also filled with almost exclusively men, sitting on desks, talking shit and wasting time. I get it, Titus. You guys really are the authority over here, huh? You must be. You're just like real cops, drinking beer and sitting around with your dicks in your hand. He leans in. You got a problem with beer now? Not quite there yet. Push on. I have a beer problem, but not a problem with beer. I also have no idea how to do my job, like you. Speak for yourself, buddy. I've been running this outfit for 10 years now. You should have seen Martinet before we started. It was like Jamrock now. They didn't see shit, man. He turns to you. Kids getting shot. We had 3 shootings a week. Fucking graffiti everywhere. You cops haven't shown up since the 30s. Congratulations on the graffiti removal. All I see is you sitting around here talking about Monica's titties while there's a rape victim. So what? What do you want from me? We took care of that fuck. Don't let him drink that. One more push. Quick. Just don't antagonize him. You have this already. It's not about who did it. It's about the victim. She needs help. Titus. She stops mid-sentence. That's it. You got him. He's going to give up, but on his terms. You want to help her, cop? Fine. I'm going to let you help her, but you treat her with respect. If you don't, if you question or harass her, a freight train of pain, buddy. What's her name? Classy Amando. She's standing here at the whirling and race. A real pretty one. Silvery jumpsuit. Blonde. That's Amando with an O-U. Shit, the girl upstairs. That can't be her. She knew you drank so hard you forgot you were a cop. Oh, it's her. It's definitely her. It's Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Classy? Yeah, blonde, tall, 2 rooms over from yours. Miss Orange Disco Dancer. Sure, why not? You've probably seen her around. You inexplicably add cool after the victim's name with your eyes bulging like some wild beast. Your fingers are fidgeting and sweat start forming on your brow as Titus looks at you oddly. I don't understand what's so cool here. Nothing. He gives you a sideways glance. We just have a few more questions, then we'll be on our way. Whatever you do not tell him you know her. That would sound off. Calm, normal. Try to forget this little hiccup. So what was your last relationship with the mercenary? Relationship? There was no fucking relationship. He raped her. That's the relationship. It's like the karaoke incident all over again, or like some of the other girls he was harassing. Okay, enough. All this is irrelevant to your stated investigation. So, the rape, when was that? He did it before we killed him. He's not going to do it again. So what does it matter? It would help if we established a timeline. Alright, 2 weeks maybe. I don't know. I need another beer. Here you go, boss. So what is your relationship with her? I know her. How well do you know her? Well enough, coppers. We party. She'd been here for a few months. She's not from around here. You mean Ravishell? No, our Miss Orange Disco Dancer is an immigrant or a drifter of some sort. Been staying all over the winter. Don't give her any more trouble. She just had some bad luck is all. Shut up, Angie. She doesn't need your help. Titus gives them both a look. They fall silent. What's with all this silence? It's like these guys don't know how to feel about this. You should try to keep picking at it. You said you partied. Cool, that's cool, but what did you mean? What do you think I meant? Sex, drugs, and karaoke, right? Yes, yes, and no. You got something to say about it? So you're saying the two of you were close? No, we just fucked, that's all. I'm not going to give you any details if that's what you're after. Put your dick away. He really went out of his way to seem comfortable with the topic. That's all you're going to get for now. He's doing a good job here. A commendable performance if I don't give a shit. Thank you. We'll talk to her. Remember what I said. Freight train of pain. Huh. Well, this is interesting. Who is it? Tired, control. This is the police. Can we come in? Come on up. The door's open. I'm drying my hair. Look at the pill, or look at the toothbrush. It's been used quite a lot. Look at the medications. Pharmaceuticals line the shelf, sheet upon sheet, and pill upon pill. That's quite the collection. Anything of note? Search the bottles. Pill bottles. What's Nacra? An opioid receptor antagonist. It's used for diamorphine overdoses. Search the pill sheets. Let's see. Marked red blister. Do you find this is going to take a little know-how? A bright orange bottle with peptide stamped on it and a sunny, happy letters. Jackpot, baby. That's the stuff you're looking for. Your palms begin to sweat and just holding that little plastic container. What's so exciting about this orange bottle? It's speed, man. Just what you were looking for. They call it a dextroamphetamine. We talk about psychological disorders, but what we're seeing here is scientifically advanced trucker speed. Let's see. The fuck are you waiting on? Let's get preppy. Close the cabinet. No drugs, stupid brain. You kick it gung-ho style, entering the premises style, but the door fails to respect the force. All you hear is the bar laughing at you. Alright, let's trash the place. Let's not. Alright. And here's where I'm going to stop today because my voice is getting tired. This time when we start day 5, we will we'll be in an interesting spot. So anyway, I have been Blind Ryan. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you all next time.